a new band of rebels arose who were determined to carry the fight to Jerusalem. The SICARRI. To the SICARRI, anyone who wasn't fighting the Romans was a collaborator and worthy of death.
Many were slain every day, and the fear men were in was worse than the calamity itself.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High God, Yahweh. Name is only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, with the word enemy called Christ. We back at y'all again with another Friday Night Live class through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. As usual, we're gonna go into a few topics. It's all right. We'll go into a few topics. You know, and try to get some edification out there through the spirit. A lot going on this week, even here, just within the city of San Diego, a lot going on. So we're gonna talk about some of that. To lead off with, we'll go into this article because racial tensions within the last week now, over a week now since Trump has been your president-elect. We know hate crime, racially motivated hate crimes have spiked throughout the county, throughout the country rather, but a lot in this county. We want to talk about this a little bit. Something that was supposed to be a local CBS affiliate in the region. So we're gonna go into this. If you can, Tazama, you can make it bigger.
First. Let me post this on my Facebook.
All right. Let's make this a little bigger, man. Yeah, it's a big deal what's going on, man. All right, we know it's a lot of Hispanics, especially in this county, and they're feeling some type of way about this whole situation. They've rioting and protesting down there at the college all week. Brothers from the Brown Berets getting manhandled by the damn police down there. All that happened. So go ahead.
That says one local school district says students and staff are being targeted due to race, religion, and political beliefs.
Due to race, religion, and political beliefs. Not just the students, but the staff. That's how emboldened the white man has become by the election of Donald Trump. You got white students that's threatening staff members and got staff members feeling unsafe. If I'm a student at your school, I'm supposed to be able to go to the staff members in order to feel like I'm protected and safe. You now can't even do that because even they're feeling intimidated and unsafe, right? So go ahead.
It's taking action in a letter to parents, warning of an unsafe learning and working environment.
It's an unsafe learning and working environment. And who is it unsafe for? Is it unsafe for everybody? No, it's unsafe for Black people. It's unsafe for Hispanic people who are a minority in this area, right? Which goes even in line with what we've been talking about as far as what we was talking about on the podcast, dealing with the statements that Polite had made, right? Because it's like you want to go live amongst these people, but now take a look at what's going on. And also something that we didn't mention is what the hell are you going to do living amongst these people when a race war breaks out and you're now outnumbered? You just meat for the slaughter at that point, right? So go ahead.
The acting superintendent of the Poway Unified District sent a letter to all parents urging everyone to prevent bullying after a number of hate crimes on campus after the election. On campus of Poway schools here in San Diego County, there have been a number, meaning multiple, numerous hate crimes that have been committed, man. Numerous. I don't understand why this is happening. Numerous hate crimes committed. You understand what I'm saying? Numerous hate crimes. So this is not anything that's a small or isolated incident. This is something that's been brought up to a school district, and everybody in the school district has been notified and warned. And they're trying to instead of punishing the perpetrators of these hate crimes, they're just telling everybody, hold on, they're telling everybody, urging everyone to prevent bullying instead of targeting these people, instead of trying to put harsher punishments on the individuals that are guilty. Instead, they're just urging everybody to just maybe calm it down, right? Or even like labels. You're not even if this was a group of Black kids, they would label them thugs. They would label them
posses,
Super
you know what I'm
predators,
saying?
gangs.
Super predators, gangs, mobs. You know, they will put all of these different harsh labels on them. We just went to a meeting last night where they're labeling 1-year-old infants as, I don't know if you was going to touch on that tonight.
I wasn't, but go ahead.
Yeah, but they're labeling 1-year-old infants as, you know, documented gang members. So when you see when it comes to the Black and Hispanic community, how they put these labels and they, you know, kind of steer people to look at us in a certain way.
That's right.
Rather than when it's a bunch of white kids out in Poway, which is a predominantly white community, it's just bullying and, you know, kids be kids. And let's just kind of calm it down.
Yeah, that's right.
They're not being labeled as a racist, hateful individuals or a hateful group of people.
That's right. And even brought up last night at the community meeting, there are white gangs that exist and operate within this county, especially in East County. But they don't get labeled as gangs. They don't have a gang injunction. They're not on gang file. They don't have to worry about any of that. But only our people do. God.
Gangs is the Lakeside Gangsters.
Lakeside.
They got the whole jail sold up, bro. I'm talking about these motherfuckers are real. They got ties with all the motorcycle gangs.
Yeah,
so
of course.
All the motorcycle gangs out in El Cajon is getting on. They're going through the Lakeside Gangsters.
White, of course.
Who got everything else going on.
Of course. You know that we spoke about how the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club was operating against counter to the Black and Hispanic people in the community during the protest. You understand what I'm saying? They all in cahoots against who? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right.
That's evident and clear. But go ahead.
A video shows
the letter.
Oh, I thought I just read it. Okay. The letter comes as a report hate crimes since the election.
The Federal Bureau of Investigation is reporting that what? Hate crime since Donald Trump has been elected. The white man is emboldened and enraged. This came back to him as if it ever left, but really his pride has been increased because his pride never left. And he feels like he has a license to do whatever he wants to people that they call minorities. And the primary people that they call minorities and the primary rage and hate is towards the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, right? Those are the kids that's at these schools that's in fear for their damn life when they go on to school, right? So read.
A video showing the stairs at Ohio State University this week.
Who saw that video? Anybody see that video? No, I didn't see. I didn't even see that. They see it's so many videos. No, now World Star Hip Hop. This video came out. People have been propagating black woman hitting this white man. He's sitting there telling Black Lives Matter, niggers, go back to Africa. You're ruining my country. This is what this white man is telling this black woman who's in a relationship with him. Yeah, and she's sitting there, and if you watch, she's scared for her goddamn life. She's scared, but you want to lay up with this devil. She sends in the video to another black woman, Cynthia G, I believe, and she's telling like, you know, he does this and that, and why you went and got in bed with the devil and you extended the goddamn devil. He may not have been showing his horns as much, but this Trump being elected, this white man feels like he is at liberty, liberated. He has been let loose and set free. Officer, go ahead, Lon.
This is Isaiah 2:12. It says, for the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low.
There we go. The white man is lifted up. The white man is proud and lofty. He's always been lifted up, or since we've had contact with him here in the Americas. But since Trump has been elected, he has raised the bar in how he's been lifted up. He really believes this is his country, and he is now starting the process of making America great again, which is what? Making sure you as a person of color, namely Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, know your place in this country as a second and third class citizen.
Because he's acting like he's cool with the uppity niggas who got a little bit of money.
Floyd had that meeting with him.
So, but he's looking at take, cause hell on this regular.
That's right, like a Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne getting on the damn TV and saying he doesn't have no racist issue. You might not. They could do whatever they want for you. But guess what? Everything else, all the rest of your people, the people that's in Holly Grove where you came from, what are they experiencing and what are they going through? They spoke about it during Katrina, the type of hell that they went through, the type of racism that they went through in Katrina. They let you know. So the white man is drawing them dividing lines again in this country. And it's so beautiful, man. It is so beautiful because everything that we've been saying, our people are going to have to stop running from and start bearing witness to because it's evident. Period. Right? So go ahead. But real quick before we go on, at Ohio State, I want to say it was a Latino, but it could not have been. I don't remember exactly who it was, but somebody was standing on the stairs speaking against Donald Trump in an anti-Trump protest. A Trump supporter in full speed runs from behind him down the stairs and pushes him off of the stairs. You see what I'm saying? Like, shut the fuck up. And just shoves him off the stairs. You see what I'm saying? They are emboldened to where, I mean, who in their right mind is just going to do something like that? Somebody you don't know who's just speaking their mind and you're going to just assault them? You're not going to just do that if you are regularly thinking. You've been emboldened and inspired by Trump's election to show your racism and show your horns and to show your damn fangs and to let everybody know that you don't give a damn and that you better and let white supremacy reign, which is what this country is built upon. White man is tired of hiding in the damn closet. He's tired of it. And we seeing that, man. So go ahead.
It says the video shows a student shoving a peaceful protester down a flight of stairs at Ohio State University this week, while the victim is giving a speech at an anti-Donald Trump rally. He was arrested for assault, but the protester who was pushed says he hopes the charges against his assailant is dropped.
See that? Go ahead.
The Columbus Dispatch reports Tim Adams said Tuesday that it wasn't necessary for police to charge 24-year-old Ohio State student Shane Shannon.
This is a student at the university. This is what the rich white university student is doing. You can't talk about this white God that we have in office. If you talk against him, if you talk against our white Messiah, the great white hope that's making America great again, we will physically stop you. That's how the white man is thinking right now, right? So read.
Stanton yelled, "You idiot," and pushed Adams on Monday as Adams spoke out against Trump's win.
Called him an idiot and pushed him. Didn't just respectfully disagree with anybody. He assaulted the man, right?
An animal.
That's an animal.
He's an animal.
That's an uncaged beast.
That's right.
That the Lord said we're going to put in chains.
That's right.
In cages. That's what this white man needs. Because look how he acts. That's insanity. Go ahead.
It says after video of the encounter was shared widely, reports surfaced that Stanton has Asperger's syndrome. Stanton's father confirmed Tuesday that a form of autism that often consists of difficulty with social interaction and impulse control.
So we're gonna blame it on Asperger's. You have Asperger's, but you're at a goddamn Division I university. I'm sure it's not that bad. Go ahead.
He's got Asperger's. That means he should be having plenty of disciplinary issues in class.
You know,
behavior issues.
Right.
It says the Worthington man was charged with misdemeanor assault. Ohio State police haven't said whether the charge will be dropped. The FBI released a new report on the number of hate crimes in the county and in San Diego County. In the past week, 400 cases of harassment or intimidation have been reported in the U.S. From 2014 to 2015, hate crimes jumped up 7%, while anti-Muslim hate crimes skyrocketed to 67%.
Anti-Muslim hate crimes sparked by Islamophobia that gets propagated in the media, right? The reason why we're speaking on that is because there's a new doctrine out there that Esau is not the white man, but the Arab. That is a doctrine that's propagated by white people. Why? Because they have Islamophobia, which is why they are doing so many anti-Muslim hate crimes. The Muslim is being demonized as the enemy of freedom to America, as the most viable threat to America is Islam. So they are demonizing it, And in order to do so, they take the nation of people that is spoke against the most in the Bible, which are the Edomites, and apply that to the Arabs, which is false. And any so-called black person that's done that has voluntarily submitted himself unto white supremacy. All right, for the record, the white man is the devil, the Edomite, the wicked, the ungodly, and everything negative in the Bible, nothing positive whatsoever in the Bible. Right. Most certainly not the seed of Japheth or the beautiful people. Most certainly not, right? So go.
It says, locally in our county, religious hate crimes went up by 40% last year.
Up 40%. Religious hate crimes. Go ahead.
Acting Superintendent of Power Unified, Dr. Mel Robertson, says in a statement, "We hear so often that families move here and employees want to work in our district because we are an excellent educational institution."
What does that mean? That's a white school. You want to send your kids to white schools because of the higher echelon of education that they provide, because of smaller class sizes, because of more qualified teachers, because of better and safer, quote unquote, learning environments allegedly that they propagate exist in their neighborhoods, right? That's what he means. So go ahead.
It says, one of our hallmarks is the dedicated, diverse.
Pause that, diverse. Poway is not diverse.
Not at all. Not at
There's
all.
a brother in our camp that lives in Poway. We go over there and pick him up. I don't see diversity in Poway. You see white folks, a few Mexicans, and even fewer Asians. The guy.
When you drive down Poway Road, you don't even feel comfortable driving down that road. You feel like you're really in like Hicksville.
Well, that's where you're at.
When you're just looking
it don't look like any other part of San Diego. There's no other part of San Diego County that looks like how Poway looks.
Remember on San Andreas, we used to drive up into the wilderness?
Yeah, into the wood. Yeah, that's where you at. That's where you at. That's right. That's right, brother. You on point. So go ahead.
Hey, and brothers have, you know, been dealing with kids in Poway. When you grow up playing sports, things like that. I done had plenty of dealings in Poway. I have yet to meet any Negro. I have yet to meet any Hispanic that stays in Poway.
Oh, I'll give you.
From Poway.
I'm gonna give you one.
Who?
Tony Gwynn.
Oh,
Tony Gwynn.
Which that highway is called Tony
Gwynn
Highway.
Highway. Yeah,
Oh,
yes, sir.
Man, I just seen that yesterday, man, when I was coming to scoop you up.
Tony Gwynn. But you know, see how Tony Gwynn talks.
Yeah.
You know how he
He's
talks.
a white boy.
Rather, you know, he had been totally assimilated.
It says one of our hallmarks is the diverse, passionate, and committed members of our learning community in service to students. Our district, excuse me, our district prides itself on being a place where all students learn in a safe and caring environment.
All white students, of course, just like all men are created.
That's right.
Right, go ahead.
So that each one can reach their fullest potential. Unfortunately, since the recent presidential election, it has come to my attention that a few of our staff and students have recently been targeted because of their race.
Because of their race, right? Because they're black or because they're Mexican, and these white folks these white kids who go home and hear the rhetoric and the propaganda that their parents spew and the opinions of their parents, and then they go home, they go to school and they take that from the dinner table to school, the hatred and the disdain for the black man and the Hispanic man, the want for the Hispanic man to be deported out of a land that initially belonged to him in the damn first place. That's what's going on, and it's been heightened because they're finally emboldened because they think they got a victory in Trump being elected into office. So go ahead.
It says, have recently been targeted because of their race, religion, and political beliefs.
So they were pro-Hillary or just anti-Trump in general, which so many of our people were. Read.
Creating an unsafe learning and working environment.
It's unsafe now to go to school or to go to work. In a white neighborhood, if you're black or Hispanic, it's unsafe for you to go and attend school. Read. Since Trump has been elected, and this is what your next 4 to 8 years is going to look like. Read.
Our students cannot learn when they are afraid or bullied, and I know I speak for our full community in saying this cannot continue.
They can't learn when they're being bullied, man, when they feel unsafe, and they're being bullied because of who they are, of their nationality. That's why. Go ahead.
If I could say, does anybody ever speak or make any type of excuse for the black community when students, or the progress or the testing scores for a certain school is down? No one ever makes any type of excuses like this for the black community. When things like this is happening in the white community, they make all type of excuses. The scriptures say that a sinful man maketh an excuse.
That's right.
All right. There's nothing wrong with your kids. Your white kids are the people that's out here perpetuating this hate and this distraction
right.
in the yeah. Let me get one because my throat is dry. They're perpetuating this distraction, you know, in the classroom that's causing kids to not be able to learn or whatever. But it's funny that when it's happening in their community, they want to make an excuse for it. They cannot learn when they're afraid. Well, how many kids is out here in the black community afraid when they're at school? When you're in a messed up environment, no one ever takes the time to go into that community to either clean it up or to be able to put kids in a better environment so that they can learn. What do? You write them off as, you know, and put them into an IEP. Okay, you flood them into classrooms that, you know, are too big for one teacher that, you know, he or she cannot handle. Things brothers have to pay attention to when you hear reports about how they make all of the excuses and they go above and beyond when they have the best possible reach their fullest potential, as it says right here in this article. Going back, it says, instead, we continue to work to create a positive culture where every person is respected and valued, and environmental dialogue is encouraged our student and staff, but the disclosure does not harm a person's identity or well-being. No matter your perspective, it is vital that no election results changes our commitment to all of our students. They depend on each one of us to model and maintain an environment where they can. Our ongoing commitment to our children is that they are in a safe place to learn, a place where words and actions cannot and should not harm who they are, a place where each provides them the opportunity to work with other students and adults so that each one of them can continue to mature and develop into outstanding leaders and contributors to the community. A place where they are cared for by adults and peers who listen to their needs and understand who support who they want to become. A place where each be pursuing their passions. Scroll down up.
So go ahead.
She says many families move to Poway because of the excellent education and diverse staff. She encourages dialogue and parents at Poway Middle School fighting back with kindness, even creating signs that say kindness is everything.
See the lie, kindness is everything. So you want me to suppress how I feel in order to make you feel kind to you? White people are done with that.
That's right.
They're so happy Trump is elected, so they don't have to do that anymore. A lot of them still wasn't doing it, but some of them did it. Now they feel emboldened again. They feel inspired. They're not going just kind it away. They're going to finally say, you know what, I want to talk about what I talk about in the God.
You see it's heavy in their kids. Like, as you see, we're talking about high schools and colleges.
No, we're not talking about high school and colleges. Watch this. Parents at Poway Middle School. This is at middle school. We're not even talking about high school.
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to say. In St. Louis, I just read an article in that Black Free Thinkers. She just posted like 10 hours ago. Some rally of white kids just held her son down and shot him in the arm with the hot glue gun. Had the stuff all burning up on the arm, you feel me? And the school's not doing anything about it. They even contacted the lawyer to get after school. They still ain't doing anything about it.
Well, yeah, like that little girl they tried to hang down there in Texas earlier this year. Officer.
But that's how Esau likes to act. I went to a predominantly, you can say, all-white elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
I went to, it's called Merton. It's over there by where Patrick Henry's at. You always had the Edomites, you know, try to test you, try to bully you until you put your hands on them.
Exactly.
Then they want to go run and tell on
you. Then they run and tell on you and try to have a congressional hearing against you.
And then they went. I've heard an incident happen like that before, right? Edomite hit me on my back. So I turned around, I gave him 2 pieces, he went on and told They called my mom. My mom came in and was like, "What's going on? What happened?" And then they told her what happened. She was like, "Okay, well."
Why'd you call me in here for that?
Yeah, she was like, "Little motherfucker put his hands." I'm like, "No, what do you think he's gonna do?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like, don't you ever call me for this fucking bullshit? She's like, "Y'all better get this little white motherfucker." Dad after that, so yeah, but that's how
right.
so I like that.
That's right, and that's how it is, and I can definitely attest to that same thing. In my experience in the damn white schools, there's a student who's got a pickup truck. I would assume this would be high school now, who says students say their pickup with Redneck Nation. They say Redneck Nation on the damn pickup truck. It's not racist. You see that? So this is the type of stuff that our people got to deal with that's going to school up in this area. It says parents at Poway Middle School say students have been fighting back with kindness. How you fight back with kindness? Even creating signs that say kindness is everything. So our people are up there in total submission, scared for their damn lives. And then we make the video from last Saturday at camp, and I titled it "Through the Spirit." Blacks and Latinos are living in fear since Trump's election. And here go a bunch of Negroes. I ain't in fear. What are you talking about? What, blacks and Hispanics? These niggas right here. That's who. Acting like, okay, you got some knowledge. You in the truth. You're not afraid, but your people that's lost is afraid. Your people that live in Poway, California are scared for their goddamn life. And what the white man is going to do, scared to where they're trying to convince them to kill them with kindness. When has killing somebody with kindness ever worked? Give me a breakdown. Give me an example.
When has killing somebody with kindness ever killed somebody?
Ever kill somebody? How long that ever took to kill somebody? That's retarded, man. Give me
That was it on that?
yeah, give me Luke 21:10. Give me Luke 21:10, because this is a preview of what we're dealing with, man.
Hold on, still say they're picking with redneck.
I read that, yeah. So yeah, give me Luke 21:10. This is something that's coming to this damn place, man.
That's right.
It is something that's coming.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 10.
Read.
Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation.
What does that mean, nation shall rise against nation? It means races of people are going to come to war against each other. That don't just mean two nations, America and Canada, are going to go to war. That's talking about races of people that are going to be fighting each other to the damn death. And you're the dumbass black and Hispanic man that's talking about kindness. You're the only idiot talking about kindness. Meanwhile, the white man is gearing up to murder you and your kids and your women and your old people, just like they've been doing it as long as you've known them. It's not like it's something new. We're talking about this white man like there's something new and unique about him having a bloodlust for you. Give me Genesis 27:41. Matter of fact, while we at it, give me that. There's nothing new about the white man desiring to have your damn blood. There's nothing new.
27. 20 seconds. I just have that. That's beautiful that you brought that up, because a guy in the comments saying, why we, and again,
you're such a
no, at Whitey, because he said it's our fault that we're in captivity. And with these, with a couple scriptures, we'll bring it up.
Who taught you that?
Right.
What goddamn cool at Whitey? Let me show you something. Go ahead, man. Let me show y'all something. I need you to read this for me. Watch this. I need you to read what I have highlighted here. This is from a white man on YouTube. Left this comment on our page. Why am I mad at Esau? Shut your goddamn coon mouth. Go ahead. It's the coon. There's so much coonery going on. Niggas is scared. Niggas is hoes. Cop and please, because you don't want to get this right. This white man is gonna kill your black ass, nigga. If you don't get on the side of the Most High, he's going to. Go ahead.
It says, LOL, do your thing. Just remember.
Just remember this white man tell us. What does he want us to remember?
A huge group of like-minded.
A huge group of like-minded. This is what black people don't have. A huge group of like-minded any goddamn.
That's right.
White man's telling us there's a huge group of like-minded what?
Well-armed.
Well-armed. Read.
And battle-tested.
And battle-tested. This is what the white man is saying. What did he just let you know? If we go and head up, we're planning to kill all of you niggas and spicks.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Peckerwood.
Peckerwood. With pride, he capitalized the P.
God,
with pride, he capitalized it. There's well-armed, battle-tested, like-minded Peckerwoods. Go ahead.
And ugly.
And watching quietly. They're watching quietly. You know what they're watching? They're watching you get high. They're watching you get drunk. And they're watching you get mad every once in a while when somebody gets shot. And they're analyzing and they're taking data. And they're putting this in their memory banks, and they're planning and they're strategizing and they're coming together and they're training their kids and they're buying guns and they're buying ammo. Meanwhile, you getting high and going to the fucking club. Excuse my language. That's right. So go ahead.
But don't bother anyone. But you keep slapping white people around for no reason.
What people getting slapped around for no reason? It's happening to us every day. When is that happening? When is the white man the victim? Read.
One of these days, you're going to get your arms cut off.
Ooh, wait. Go ahead.
We don't like cops any more than you.
Oh, of course you don't. Right? Because y'all are looking at the rich white people and you're looking at them as the battlement for the rich white man. And you mad at the rich white man because he's rich and you're not. Go ahead.
But we don't fuck up blacks on sight because of it. It says, and talk shit on YouTube.
Do all of those.
You're doing it right now.
Liar. So go ahead.
So you remember that and know you think you're well organized.
This is what they're saying. He said, you black people, you think you're well organized. They laugh at black people and Hispanic people. They laugh at our organizational skills, juxtaposed to theirs. They laugh at it. Read.
And got the street gangs, which amounts to shit.
And is he lying? No. The street gangs are far from organized, far from structured, far from going to be effective in a race war if they don't get their heads out of their ass and off of drugs. Go ahead.
We got a fucking army ready.
He said they are ready right now for a race war. Are you? That's the question. You see what I'm saying? They are ready to kill black men, black women, and black children today. Meanwhile, niggas is walking around with their pants to their goddamn knees, high off Xanax. We have a real problem here, okay? And we're the only people that don't realize it. Go ahead.
And 70% has had military training / combat experience.
70% of us have gone, he said 70% of us have gone overseas. You know what happens to the typical black man after he comes home from the army? He becomes a white person. He's got his white battle buddies, and that's who he hangs out with. Not black people anymore. The average. When we was up there last week in Hollywood at the UPK speaking, there was a group of Edomites, and the guy, if you remember, I had you to get this on the camera. A group of Edomites and one token nigga, all with the GI haircuts. So they all was in the service, and he's laughing, and he's sitting there, and the black man turns to all his white buddies and starts hugging them.
What he said? Johanna was talking about it. He's like, oh, he's scoffing. You're the devil. Well, that means I can't hang out with you.
Yeah. He said it.
Like, you're cooning, bro.
Yeah, cooning. And so that's what a Negro do when he come out of that service. A white man come out of that service and go and help his race of people and take the skills that he acquired in the military and are teaching it to other white people to kill black and Hispanic people. That's what they're using their skills for. A nigga is not using his skills for nothing. And it's shameful and it's pathetic. Go ahead.
So when you start getting fucked up and 100 or 250 of y'all y'all's gets picked off from 3 or 4 dudes on a roof.
He said 3 or 4 of us will get on a roof. 3 or 4 of them, he's saying us.
Yeah.
3 or 4 of them will stand on the roof and kill 300 of us.
Okay.
They are armed and prepared to do this according to them. Armed and prepared. Black man, what the hell are you armed and prepared for? You're doing a damn drive-by in the middle of the night and can't hit anybody. You see what I'm saying? You can't hit a nigga that's 10 feet in front of you, right? Missing nigga, right? White man said he'll pick off 300 black people or Hispanic people with no problem. You see that? This is a real problem, issue here. Bayan.
I was gonna say, you know what I'm saying? They ain't in captivity. They got the time to actually sit there, practice, buy their ammo, you know what I'm saying? Take their kids out and get them ready, you know what I'm saying?
They think different than us, and they have more time on their hands, and they could, like you said, they can do this. We thinking about how I'm gonna eat today, how I'm gonna eat tomorrow, rent bills. We're distracted with that, right? He's got us thinking like that. Meanwhile, he's good. And now he's got a little bit extra budget to purchase weaponry, to train his kids, to train himself, to plan, to strategize, to get escape routes, martial law proof, doomsday prepping, nigger kill prepping, spit kill prepping. They got militias stalking the borders, trying to catch the quote unquote illegals that the border patrol misses. You see what I'm saying? This white man, he is a killing instrument. Give me that in Genesis, please. Please, somebody give me that in Genesis.
40,
start up.
27?
Start up.
At 40?
Start up. Start at 40.
40. This is Genesis 27 and 40.
Uh-huh.
And by the sword shalt thou live.
And by what?
And by the sword shalt thou live.
That is this man's blessing. By the sword. So when he's telling you he's going to sit on the roof and kill 300 of you, he's not playing with you. He's not joking. This is his literal blessing on the planet Earth to kill you. Go ahead.
It says,
and listen, and you're afraid right now because deep down inside you know it, and you're trying to convince him that you're harmless. So you're trying to kill him with kindness. He'll never see you as harmless for real because he knows as long as you on the earth, you are his nemesis. You're the only idiot in denial of that. And the only way to escape this is to come into the truth. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Do the work. Have the faith. If you don't do any of that, either this devil gonna get you with his gun, or thermonuclear missiles gonna destroy you. That's it. Go ahead.
And shall serve thy brother.
And
it shall come to pass.
And it shall come to pass. Read.
When thou shalt have the dominion.
Which the white man has now the dominion. Esau has the dominion, not the Arab. When has the Arab ever had the dominion? Isaac is telling his son that he gonna have dominion. The Arab has never had dominion on the planet Earth supremely. That's never happened. So you mean to tell me we're not in the last days, then we have to wait for the Arabs to take over the world with Islam then? This is a goddamn lie. Go ahead.
It's a lie. That thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Thou shalt break his yoke, which he's done. He came out of the Caucasus foothills of Georgia, Russia, and out of Europe, out of serfdom in Europe. And what did he do? He broke our yoke off of him, and he became the ruler of the earth. Read.
And Esau hated Jacob.
And Esau hated Jacob. That's why he's saying he's going to do all this. This white man on his comment. Because Esau hates Jacob. The white man hates blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. From the beginning, from the time of our forefathers. Prior to him saying this, prior to this being written, in the womb, we hated each other. And even deeper than that. But go ahead.
And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
They hate that we're better than them. That's what they hate. Read.
And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then I will slay my brother Jacob.
Then I will slay my brother Jacob. They planned and vowed to kill us from that time period. So this is what they're trying to make good on now, and they have been making good on now.
It says when you start getting fucked up and 100 and 250 of you guys get picked off by 3 or 4 dudes on the roof, think about all the shit you've been talking on here. Black bikes matter. Much respect to HAMC Worldwide.
Hell's Angel Motorcycle Club Worldwide. But his name on here is Josh McDevil. McDevil. And I told him when I responded, I said, McDevil, perfect name. You know what I'm saying? Very, very fitting. The son of the devil. That's what Mick means. You see what I'm saying? So now let's go to Psalms 73, 1-12. Y'all blacks and Hispanics need to wake the hell up because it is real in the field. And you're the only one that doesn't realize it. You're the only one that's in denial about it. You're the only one that's ignorant of it. You are.
Scripture speak about sudden destruction.
Sudden destruction is going to come upon our people. And what are we going to do? Get picked off? 300 of us just dead? Esau sitting on a damn roof with a scope, just headshot. He playing Call of Duty Infinite Warfare right now, getting ready for your black ass. And what the hell is you going to do? It ain't a video game no more. What happened when it's real? You hear, and then a nigga gonna act like racism don't exist, but get on Xbox Live, and as soon as they hear your voice, you're a nigger. As soon as you hear your voice, you're a damn spick. The moment your voice is heard, the second the white man has an opportunity to disrespect you and be racist towards you, he is going to take it. The guy.
That Xbox stuff is crazy because they don't even care if it's another white boy, another white boy. They're, you nigger, you're a nigger, you suck, you nigger. Oh, man, I sat there and just listen to, like, if you watch it on the YouTube, the craziest little kids, they get mad about the video game. They get mad first and then fight their mouth as nigger.
See that?
They're playing Call of Duty, one player, not even online. What the nigger? They get killed. I promise you, buddy. Go watch that shit on YouTube. You like.
See that?
And you know, a good thing we got a savior.
Good thing we got a savior, because how else are these Negroes gonna get it together? These Negroes is not trying to get it together. You know where they're gonna be at? You know where they're at right? You know what they're doing right now? Getting ready to go to the club and commit adultery. That's what a nigga's thinking about right now. Whose girl am I gonna try to slide on tonight? That's what a nigga is really racking his brain with. You see what I'm saying? Right now. I'm gonna get high. Yeah, I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna try to creep up somebody else's girl. You see what I'm saying? Do some type of debauchery. If she gets knocked up, kill the baby. This is what a Negro is thinking about right now. Meanwhile, the white man is sitting there on a Friday night thinking about, you see this gun? Showing his son, you see this gun? When the time is come, you're gonna kill 100 niggas with this gun. You understand? The white man is literally having this conversation with his son. Meanwhile, you're not even there for your son. You see what I'm saying? That's a damn problem. We gotta fix this and fast. My everybody know I'm half white, quote unquote, right? My mom, nephews, my cousins, they had a grandpa, right?
The devils.
The devils, straight up devils. They had a grandpa. Their grandpa used to show them his Trey Pound he had, his 357 Magnum. Right. And he used to tell them, my cousin told me this straight up, what his grandpa told him. He said, listen, you know why I got this gun? Because a nigger is going to try to break into my house and I'm going to blow his head off. This is firsthand information I've received from white people. Why would he just make that up and tell me that? You see what I'm saying? You know, this is firsthand information. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's sick, man. First, I'm talking about a nigger. He said this like for sure. One day, a nigger is going to break into my house and I'm going to blow his head off. And a motherfucker a black man never broke into his house. Nobody ever broke into his house. He lived too far from black people to have to worry about a black man breaking into his goddamn house. You see what I'm saying? But this is literally how these people think. And you're in denial about it, but you have a president-elect that's named Donald Trump. That is proof positive of all those facts, right? So give me Psalm 73. We're going to read 1 to 12 in the book of Psalm 73. 73.
Is anyone of y'all going to get it? Or
no, you go ahead. You go ahead. Because it's long.
Psalm 73 and 1. Truly the Most High is good to Israel.
Truly the Most High is good to Israel. And this is the hope and the faith and the patience that we have to have and understand. And we have to understand that the symbol of Yahweh Shai, who you call Christ being crucified on the cross, is showing you truly the Lord is good to Israel. Right. He's good to us because we have a savior. The white man's savior is a pale devil who's got a damn toupee stapled to the top of his head. That's his savior. You see what I'm saying? That's who they got. That's their hope, Donald Trump. Our hope is a strong black man.
That's right.
Who willingly gave himself over to death, then conquered death. You understand what I'm saying? We have a strong savior in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai given to us by Yahweh the Most High, right? Who is ultimately Yahweh as our savior. So he sent us a mighty and strong savior in Yahweh Shai. Read.
It says, even to such as are of a clean heart.
Of a clean heart. This is the problem. To the Negro that we talking about, who's up in the damn house getting ready to go outside and commit adultery tonight at the damn club, Mr. Steal Your Girl tonight at the damn club, that man doesn't have a clean heart. He needs to cleanse his heart like we all cleansed our hearts through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. If he don't cleanse his heart, when the Savior comes, he's not going to be saved. Read on.
It says, but as for me, my feet were also gone, were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
And this is what can happen to a black or Hispanic man. When you see the prosperity of the white man, you can get envious of him. And say, damn, look at him. He gets all this. Look at this man. And I'm going to be honest with you. Go back to that. Read that again.
It says, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
I'm going to tell you right now that this very scripture and this same thought, this is the thought that occurred to me when I got a damn felony years ago. I'm envious at the wicked because I see the prosperity of the foolish. Or I'm envious at the foolish because I see the prosperity of the wicked. I'm looking at this damn devil, right? And I'm becoming envious of him because I see his prosperity. I see it's not hard for him to get ahead in life. It's not hard for him to do what he wants in life. Meanwhile, we have a damn uphill battle. We trying to climb a sandy hill in old age with broken damn ankles, right? So read on.
Verse 3 or verse 4. For there are no bands in their death.
I'm looking at this devil like there's no bands in his death. And many of our people do it, and it's not illogical. But that's why we have to deal with the scriptures. That's the only way we could get a remedy to this, because we can sit there and ponder within ourselves and consider and say, damn, this white man never got to worry about a damn thing. He gets ahead in this life. He gets whatever the hell he wants. He does whatever the hell he wants in this life. You go there downtown San Diego, you see an old, decrepit devil walking around with one of the finest women of your nation you ever did damn see. And you saying, well, what the hell is going on? She grew up down the street from me, right? We used to play hopscotch with her. You see what I'm saying? Now she done grew up, got fine as hell, and done ran with the damn devil. So Psalm 173, beautiful, right? Ran with the devil because of what he has, for no other purpose. What other thing can she see in a decrepit devil other than the status that he has in this country, the status he has in society, the money that he has, and the things that she can be provided and the ease that she can be given for that? Go ahead. The Asian one, every nation woman, they showed that on a movie. There's a movie that came out years ago. It's called Bend It Like Beckham. If anybody's seen that movie, the Elamite woman, right? And they asking her, well, look, what if you was get a black man? My parents would only accept another East Indian or a white man. Every nation will accept you getting with a white man. Every nation will accept that. No problem. Why? Because of the status he has on the globe. But that's not the Edomite that holds the height of the hill, possesses the fatness of the earth. That's the Arab. Huh? That various scriptures that I'm referencing. I'm referencing multiple scriptures, right? The Arab man lives in the desert, but he possesses the fatness of the earth. He lives where it's 120 degrees and there's no water. It's the oil, right? There's
the oil is the fatness of the earth.
Do all the Arab countries, are all Arab countries rich in oil? I know Saudi Arabia is. I know Iraq is, but is every Arab country rich in oil?
We already see that they don't even own it anymore because they're being invaded by white people.
By the white people who really take, the white man is the one, number one, you know what oil would mean if white people would simply re-engineer the automobile? Oil would mean nothing. The white man knows how to make automobiles that don't run off of oil. They can make cars that run off of ethanol. Where does ethanol come from? Does ethanol come from Arab countries? Ethanol comes from Latin American countries. Panama produces ethanol. Because who knows what ethanol is made out of? Shot in the dark. They got ethanol and alcohol. Why? Corn. Ethanol comes from corn. You see that? They're taking corn made. This is what, when you read like the Mayan history, the Aztec history, a lot of stuff dealt with maize. That's why they made the corn tortilla, maize out of corn. You see what I'm saying? That's how they produce ethanol. They running cars off of straight up ethanol. You see what I'm saying? I got the damn rental Chevy downstairs. It tell you right there, so it's okay to put E85 ethanol in this car. You see what I'm saying? White man knows how to make cars not run off of quote unquote fossil fuel. He knows. But guess what? He doesn't want to. So oil is expensive. Oil is black gold. Oil is valuable. It's only because the white man wants to make it valuable. The moment he wants to take the value out of oil, it will be no longer valuable, and the Arab will no longer be rich. So they're still subjugated to the white man.
Psalm 73:4, for there are no bands in their death.
That's how you look at the white man. There's no bands in his death, read.
But their strength is firm.
Their strength is firm. They have power in the earth. And you can see it in every country, from sea to shining sea. Read on.
They are not in trouble as other men.
They are not in trouble. They don't have the problems that you have.
That's right.
You can clearly see that. And this exact thought occurs to so many of us, and it compels us to do erratic things. It compels us to commit crimes. It compels us to go AWOL and go postal on these goddamn devils. That's what it compels you to do. And what is happening is you're not being illogical. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. It's logical. But in knowing the scriptures, it's going to give you that stability. Knowledge of wisdom shall be the stability of our time. That's the only thing that should be keeping a black man from going insane. A Hispanic man from going insane is knowledge.
It's fine. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
Neither are they plagued like other men. They don't have any of the problems that we have.
Right.
This is why he's not worried about living check to check, and he's busy teaching his son how to kill you. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's not in trouble or plagued as other men. Go ahead.
It says, verse 6, therefore pride compasseth them about as a
pride compasseth them about. And this is the issue some of our people have, man. I got into it a little bit, not like an argument, but debating with my woman earlier, just before I left and came here. My sister was over there with her, right? So she was showing like a video. She was like, oh my God, these two girls, they beating the hell out of this girl and robbing her for her iPhone, right? So I say, I'm thinking they beating the hell out of her with two black women beating the hell out of a white girl, right? So she's like, nah, the girl is Mexican. I'm like, you know what? That's wrong. She was like, well, if she was white, it would still be wrong. Why they just beating the hell out of her for her iPhone? I said, well, why is that wrong? Why do you care so much? You see what I'm saying? They don't have to deal with what we have to deal with. You see what I'm saying? If it wasn't for her ancestors, bringing our ancestors over here, we wouldn't be here to rob you for your iPhone in the damn first place. We wouldn't feel like we needed to rob your iPhone because we were so plagued and a couple $100 that we're going to get from it was that important. It wouldn't happen. And then I say, well, wait a minute. These little girls was in high school. What about the girls that you used to beat up and steal from in high school? You see what I'm saying? A lot of our people are hypocrites, but they'll take up instantly for the goddamn white man and woman. And it's crazy. I'm like, wait a minute. This brother Hakano, this woman used to go around robbing damn people. You see what I'm saying? Around terrorizing the school halls. You see what I'm saying? But you condemning two other sisters for doing the same exact damn thing you did. You see what I'm saying? When you was in a damn position. That's insanity. But over the white woman, it's wrong now. You see that? That's what's wrong with our damn people. Lost. Right? So go ahead.
Going back, verse 7, or excuse me, verse 6. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain.
Pride compasseth them because they don't have the worries and the problems that we do. They think they're better than us, and their pride compasseth them about as a chain. They are clothed in pride.
I was gonna say that it's like they flaunt their pride too. They flaunt their privilege, which is why everybody's this big craze around white privilege now, because they put out their pride. They put out the fact that they can do all of these things and they can just make up the dumbest excuse, and because they white, people are gonna go for it. You know what I'm saying? They go, just right now, the dude commits a violent act towards a Hispanic brother, and then what is his father? All he has to do, his rich white dad has to come, well, he has Asperger's. He's autistic, and come on, we should just give him a pass. Combined with our people being soft as hell, and then trying to give him that pass, it doesn't compel the police to want to go after that charge. But what happens when niggas, right? You'll do something.
Call the police and say, "Oh, my boyfriend is tripping. He has Tourette's or He's autistic. They're coming to kill him.
They're coming to kill him, but at the same time, guess what? Let's say you and your woman get into it, and they take you to jail, and she says, "Oh well, I don't want to press charges." They say what? The DA still got up to a year to pick it up. So brothers are sitting here tripping on that deadline. You know what I'm saying? It's 11 months and 15 days that went by. You like, man. And what happened, bro? Didn't they pick up your case? You like would pick yours up or something?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? They picked the brothers up.
Oh yeah,
Right after a year, they gonna pick it up. How many cases of Edomites, man, that's out there where you got a year to file, or the state can pick it up and don't nobody leave? They just leave it alone. This white guy's cool. Think about how many niggas is out there who nobody wants to press charges on, but since it's a nigga, they stay. I gotta make my money real quick. Get my.
Because they get money just getting you into the courtroom.
Exactly.
You feel me? From you being chained up all the way, from you getting transferred on the bus, there waiting that whole 8 hours and then coming back. They're getting paid for that. It doesn't matter to them.
And think about how spooked Jake be to be free for a whole year, and they come and they pick up your case. You don't want to go to jail, so what they're gonna say? Look, all right, well, you know, it was a small case. You know, let's strike a deal. We'll take probation for 2 years, summary probation, and now you in the system. You in the books. Constantly trying to mess Jake over.
Yeah, definitely.
And Jake's so honestly so discombobulated from the system, they don't know that you take it to trial. That's the thing. Take it to trial.
Because they don't want you to go to trial because trial is going to cost them money.
Cost them money, exactly. And if you win, boom, you don't look. When you take those deals, they give you that restitution. You got to pay all of that back for them doing what? Them hiring you an appointed lawyer, them transferring you on the bus. But the restitution comes out
all that money because I got to deal with restitution, and I want to say upwards of, you know, somewhere around $1,500 in restitution. But the damages that was done in the crime that was committed didn't exceed $800. So why is it that I have that much money in restitution, and my co-defendant has even more money in restitution, but only $800 in damage was done?
They charge you to be on probation now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It cost.
It's damn near like $30 a month.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, to be on probation.
And that's the same thing with me when I was in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Where I got thrown on probation.
You
know what I'm saying? Got for a stolen scooter and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then they hit me with a plea deal. And I'm not knowing and fearful.
Yeah, and you just going, look, I'm just trying to get out of jail. Yeah. But I said, do I get out?
I'm saying after, as I look at the thing about it now, it's like, damn, they would have had to prove me to be in Vegas at that place, you know what I'm saying, when the bike was stolen, reported stolen and all that.
Which they couldn't do.
They couldn't
you know what I mean?
do that, but I wasn't thinking like that. I mean, that means so spooky.
You were thinking get out of jail. Yeah, that's what they. That's what they do. They put the time over your head because that they were trying to do. Well, you could go to trial and you're looking at 3 years. You see what I'm saying? So you do want to do it, and it's like, I'm guilty, so I don't want to go to trial. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm guilty. If you're not guilty, then you're let. If I'm not guilty, you're ready to go to trial.
They hit me like this. I said, I know I'm not guilty. I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? What's my chance?
But they're like,
said, we can come. They can come up with witnesses that wasn't even there. You already know they're going to get you.
That's what the public defender.
They all working. Yeah, they all working together. We talked to a sister last night that was pretty much breaking it down. Ironically, I ran into two attorneys. I ran into two attorneys within an hour and had a conversation with them, and they were just pretty much breaking it down how all the attorneys in each county are very, very tight. Whether you're dealing with like workman comp cases, whether you're dealing with criminal cases, they're all tight. And if you are that combative, out of order, you know, attorney, they'll like blackball you. They'll blackball you. We're all supposed to be in this together. We're all going to work together and want to keep this a real tight-knit community of attorneys.
A fraternity.
A fraternity. If you want to be the person that, you know, wants to give us a hard time, but we're trying to, you know, fax and email papers back and forth, documents that we need to, you know, get this case open and shut. If you are, you know, trying to add any type of so what I'm looking, if you're trying to, you know, add any type of difficulty to that, then it's going to be a problem, and then they're going to blackball you. You're not going to be put on certain cases or any cases at all. You know, you're going to be dismembered from these firms, and it's just they're going to make it real hard for you. So like you said, oh, well, what the hell does it look like your attorney is telling you that they can bring up witnesses that wasn't there? So do your damn job then. Your attorney gonna tell you, well, you know, they could bring up, they could, well, ain't that, what are you here for? You know what I'm saying? What is it that you're gonna, so you're telling me this, meaning they've done this before, right? You know this. So let's get them. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get them this time.
Let's get them then. It's cold, man.
It's real cold.
You man.
Yeah, no, he's gone. He's gone. I'm done. I'm done with JD. He's gone. He's out of here.
JD's gone.
I was waiting for him to pop back go. I said, yeah, he's gone.
JD's gone.
All right. Nah.
That's right. Hey.
Goodbye. Right. But go ahead back with that song.
Psalm 73 and 7. Or excuse me.
And we're gonna open up.
6.
We're gonna as soon as this is done, we're gonna open up for some questions. So if y'all got, because I see it was a few questions, so we deal with those like right after this. Go ahead.
Psalm 73 and 6. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment.
As a garment, violence and pride, and that's what we've seen skyrocket, even though it's already on a super high level since Trump's election. Go ahead, guy.
At least I know I'm free. And what do they always try to tell you? These soldiers go out and they fight for your freedom. They know we're going to war. They know we're stealing oil. They know we're stealing money. They know we're in debt. They know all of these things. They rock that pride and that violence like the newest flyest Sean John, okay, and the newest diamond cut Cuban link chain. You know what I'm saying? With the fat Caesar medallion on it. That's how the diamond iced out piece. That's how they rock their pride and their violence, man. That's how they operate. And they package it as something that seems just really, glorified. And people that believe in this place is never going to condemn them for it. They're going to glorify them for it. And they're going to deify them. Where we at right now?
Yeah.
Psalm 73.
What verse is that?
6.
You might be talking about it, not a chain like chain.
Right.
Yeah, no. It means that they're bound by, like they're enslaved to violence, and they're enslaved to
to pride.
To pride, yeah, they're enslaved.
That's their nature.
Yeah, that's their nature, to be enslaved to all of them. Right, but go ahead.
Verse 7, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish.
Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more. They already talking about make America great. Y'all already, America is y'all great kingdom. It's the greatest thing y'all ever had. How much greater do you want to make it? Right? This is the best it's going to get for y'all. Right? Bayan.
Hey, wait, ain't that how money is and power is? Once you get it, you know what I'm saying? You got to get more and more.
More and more. It's not enough.
You know that the planet is going to get destroyed. You know what I'm saying?
You just want more money.
You're going to do it until it gets destroyed.
I just got to keep.
I was just watching this one thing that I know Esau made cartoons and stuff, right? And the cartoon is talking about like this planet and how basically it's the white man, you know what I'm saying, controlling everything, you know what I'm saying. Once he built up the kingdom, they're saying, you keep doing it this way, it's going to destroy it. Hey, fuck it, we're going to ride this pony to the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Make as much as we can. You got enough to live with.
And that's what they're doing. Shit. Yeah, they could just chill out and live in this country and keep it going the way they've been going. It's not enough for them. Really, they want to kill, and they want to reduce the population of the world to 500 million. So they were trying to kill 5.5 to 6.5 billion people off the face of the planet Earth. So then they can sit back and chill and just live off of the resources of the planet Earth. And that way everybody can be allotted abundance, right? That's their plan. That's what they want. But they would never, even was sending his son to destroy them and take them out of power, they would never be able to obtain it. They would never be able to do that because they have too much envy and lust and greed, because their eyes stick out with fatness. So read that again.
Verse 7, with fatness, they have more than heart.
Their heart million in order to live peaceably and in abundance. It would never happen.
So everybody got to be here.
Yeah. They'll never be able to, because of the great judgment that's coming is something that the most amount of people that have ever lived on Earth is going to have to partake in. The last time we've seen this amount of people on the planet was before the flood, and then they all died. And I don't even know if it was as many as there is now. You know what I'm saying? But it was a lot of people in, and then the judgment, and it's a lot of people now, and the second death getting ready to come. The black cowboys and whatnot that existed in the Wild West and things like that. We weren't dealing with guns. That was the whole thing in West Africa that they was able to trade slaves for. They came with guns. Look at this, because the gunpowder was developed by what people? Who know? Anybody? Gunpowder. Gunpowder. You know?
It was, the Persians or Arabs?
The Moabites. The Moabites really pioneered that gunpowder. And then, you know, them trade routes they used to have. You see what I'm saying? So then once they got it, when Esau got it, and they started dealing with it, that's where you see the gun technology begin to evolve. So in Africa, where we was at predominantly, that we wasn't having that. You see what I'm saying? So this was a new thing to us. I'm saying, look, we can use guns. Fire. For real, you can. What's the word I'm looking for? Projectile fire. We shooting projectiles now. This is a new thing to us. We used to doing what? Head up combat. That's us. Head up combat. Maybe some spears and some arrows and you know, swords and things like that. But we doing full contact combat. That's how we get in. You see what I'm saying? The white man get down a whole different way. He's trying to be away from. He's an eagle. He's trying to be as far away and kill you. You see what I'm saying? So he was able to come to Africa with that technology, and some of our sellout people, of course, the Hamites as well, and the Arabs, and be able to trade us for that technology. You see what I'm saying?
They are corrupt and speak concerning oppression.
That's their over it. This white man is telling his black girlfriend, take your nigger ass back to Nigeria or Ghana with this Black Lives Matter crap. This is what he's saying to his girl who he allegedly loves. This is what he's saying on that video, right? So go ahead. They speak lawfully, read.
They set their mouth against the heavens and their tongue walking through the earth.
They blaspheme the Most High. That's what I mean when they set their tongue against the heavens. Then they walk throughout the earth, meaning their doctrine, their philosophy, their ideology is throughout the earth. Meaning it's not only them that speak it. You speak it, our people. The Chinese man speak it. The Arab man speak it. Everybody speaks it. The philosophy of the devil. Right, so read.
It says, therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doeth the Most High know? And is there knowledge in the Most High?
They're looking at God like this. There can't be a God.
Right.
Because if there was, he would have been did something to us. All this hell we've been doing now. Read.
Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world.
All what we just read is talking about the ungodly, the Edomite, the white man. Who wrote, read?
They increase in riches.
Who in more prosperous grace? Nobody. So who is this? Let you know who the ungodly is? The white man. Period. That was 12. Let's go to 2 Chronicles real quick, 15 and 5. I want to go to a time, the power of Yahweh Shai time in Israel. We had a king at this time, Asa, right? We had a king Asa. Okay, we're gonna go to this, and the climate that's being explained that we were in at this time is similar to the climate we're in now. So that's the reason why we're gonna bring the scripture out and apply it to the situation we have now. But we first have to understand the initial and original historical context of this scripture. But we're gonna go here to just 2 Chronicles rather, 15 and 5 first. Go there.
Second Chronicles chapter 15, verse 5. And in those times there was no peace to him that went out.
In those times, there was no peace to him that went out. Right? Read on.
Nor to him that came in.
Read on.
But great vexations were upon all the inhabitants of the country.
You see that? Great vexations. There's no peace out here. Just great vexations. That's the time we in right now. Right? Read on.
And nation was destroyed of nation.
And it's all kind of racial tensions. Read on.
And city of city.
And cities of city. Read on.
For the Most High did vex them with all adversity.
It's all adversity going on right now. And vexations. And racial uprisings and tensions. We living in a very similar time to the time being described here in the book of 2 Chronicles. right? So that was in 05.
That was 6.
Skip to 1. Read 1 to 9. Now let's take a look in this full historical context and analyze how it applies to today through the Spirit. Read on.
2 Chronicles 15:1. And the Spirit of the Most High came upon Azariah, the
Azar-
son of Oded,
which is a priest at the time, chief priest at the time, or a high priest rather at the time, Azariah, Isaiah in the Hebrew, right? Read on. Meaning Yahweh is my help. Read on.
and he went out to meet Asa.
Asa, a king, a great king in Israel. Man, I looked his name up. It means healer. What does his name mean in the Hebrew? Asa, healer in the Hebrew. Read on.
And all Judah and Benjamin, it says, the Lord is with you while ye be with him.
He said Judah and Benjamin. This is what the priest is saying. He said Judah and Benjamin. Why is he saying Judah and Benjamin? Is Levi being excluded? Tell him, look, the other tribes, the Lord, go ahead.
And if you seek him,
and if you
he
seek,
found of you.
and this is what we have to go out and tell our people. The Lord is with you. If you seek the Most High Yahweh, he will be found of you. Read on. If you forsake him, like so many of us,
he will forsake you.
He will forsake you, and that's why you're scared as hell when you go to school.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
Now, for as long been without the true power,
for a long time, y'all, we've been out the under, right, for a long time. But read on.
And without a teacher, without law.
About 1969, something happened, right? But it says, how long we have been without what?
Without a teaching priest.
Without our priest.
That's right.
So now we have a teaching priest. We have teaching priests, plural.
And without law.
And without law, who are coming to, the teaching priests are coming to get you the limits. That's how this is very pertinent and very the situation we're in today through the Spirit. Read on.
Verse 4, did turn unto Yahweh of Israel.
When we turn to our power, Yahweh in heaven, in great trouble that we in right now, in this new Trump regime, this Trump era, read on.
And sought him.
And we seek the Most High. Read on.
He was found of them.
He is found. So all we have to do as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is seek the Most High, keep his laws, and have faith in him and his son of Mashiach Yahushua. To do. Read on.
Verse 5, and in those times there was no peace to him that went out.
And in those times there's not peace. So we're looking for a solution or remedy to the issue. And the read.
Nor to him that came in.
But
great vexations were upon all the inhabitants.
That's what we have to deal with as a people. Great vexations. Read on.
And nation was destroyed of nation.
Racial tensions, racial uproars. Read on.
And city of city.
And city of city. Read on.
For the Most High, all adversity.
Why are we being vexed with all adversity? Because we have forsaken the Most High, plain and simple. So how do we remedy that? Stop forsaking the Most High. Go ahead.
It says, verse 7, be ye strong therefore, and let not your hand.
It's time to be being weak. You being afraid as Blacks. Be strong. Let not your hands be weak. Be strong in Yahweh, man. Read on.
It says, for your work shall be rewarded.
Your work shall be rewarded. The work that we're doing right now in this classroom, if we stay steadfast and we don't turn from it, will be rewarded. The week we do in the street corners will be rewarded. The week we do in anything dealing with the Most High and his righteousness will be rewarded if we stay steadfast in it. And that goes for each and every Hebrew Israelite, if you do the works. Read on.
And when Asa heard these words,
and when this wise king heard these words, what'd he do?
And the prophecy of Oded, the prophet, he took courage.
He took courage. That's what we should be doing right now. You scared? You should take courage when you hear the words of these prophecies. Take courage. This is the only encouragement that we have. Read on.
And put away the abominable idols.
Put away abominable idols. Get rid of Caesar Borgia. Stop worshiping him. Get rid of Allah. Stop worshiping him. Get rid of these false niggas in entertainment that our people idolize. Get rid of Buddha. We went to the damn Jacob Center last night for a community meeting dealing with gang issues in the community in the Southeast. And I walk in there and I notice to the side, they got some damn Buddhist or some Elamite Hindu god statue. So this is a black person's area. This is where we come. That's a black owned center, the Jacob Center. It's called the damn Jacob Center. And you have a damn Elamite god. So those abominable idols. That's what time it is. Have courage. Stop being an idolater. Get out of the Christian church. Get out of the mosque. Get out of the goddamn Moorish Science Temple. Don't get me started on it. Go ahead. Get out of Kemet. Goddamn it. Go ahead.
And put away the abominable idols out of all the land of Judah and Benjamin.
Get out of Rastafarianism, you Benjamites.
Right.
Read on.
And out of the cities which he had taken from Mount Ephraim, and renewed the altar of the Lord.
The cities that he taken from Mount Ephraim. What is that? What is the importance of that right there in the application of today? Why is that important? Read that part again about the cities.
It says, and he gathered all and put away all the abominable idols out of all the land of Judah and Benjamin, and of the cities which he had taken from Mount Ephraim.
Why is that important in today's time? What, as far as applying this ancient incident to now, why is that important to understand while we're applying it? Judah and Benjamin is being spoken about, but then there's some cities in Ephraim that got taken as well. What's the significance there?
Puerto Rico and stuff like that.
Not Puerto Rico.
The city in this time.
Hey, you're thinking letter, you're not thinking spirit. You see what I'm saying? Why it's important is because it's not just the southern kingdom, it's the northern kingdom too. He took cities from the northern kingdom, and as far as this application is now, it's not just us or the southern kingdom. It's now time for the northern kingdom to come and reunite back with us and come into this truth. Now the Lord said he shall save the tents of Judah first. That's why the southern kingdom rose first. Chiefly the tribe of Judah rose first in this truth. But now certain of the cities of the north is coming as well. You see what I'm saying? So go ahead. That was 9?
No.
Go ahead.
And renewed the altar of the Lord.
And renew it. That's what time it is. Which is why we got the altar that Moses built on our logo. Not Yahweh Nashah in the Hebrew. It's time to rebuild that altar, which signifies in a spiritual sense, because we're dealing with a spiritual priesthood and spiritual sacrifice, and coming back in truth to the worship of Yahweh, the service of Yahweh. Read on.
It says,
not the worship of men, for the record. Okay, if anybody out there has any confusion, you don't have to worship men. All right, read.
That was before the porch of Yahweh. And verse 9, and he gathered all Judah and Benjamin.
He's men. Read.
And the strangers with them out of Ephraim.
And the what?
Strangers with them out of Ephraim.
He gathered the southern kingdom and he said, look, here come this Zebulonite, here come this SICARRI, here come this Ephraimite, this Simeonite, this Gadite, this Reubenite, this Naphthalite. Bring them on to it. The strangers out of Ephraim that's bold enough to say, I'm going to come and get with these niggas. I'm going to do something that ain't been done in a while. I'm going to come get with these niggas, man, and we going to get it together for the Most High. Read.
And Manasseh out of Simeon.
Oh, it's naming the tribes. Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans. Read.
For they fell to him out of Israel in abundance.
Why did they fall to him out of Israel in abundance? Because he was righteous. So, and that's why the Lord has rose up the southern kingdom first in this time. And now the northern kingdom got to come to the southern kingdom. You see what I'm saying? Because it always happened to where the northern kingdom had a wicked leader and the southern kingdom would have a righteous leader. And then the southern kingdom would also have wicked leaders. But we had righteous leaders as well. The northern kingdom never had righteous leaders. You see what I'm saying? It just didn't. When you look in the read Kings, read Chronicles, you'll never hear about and here rose up a king of Israel. And he was righteous and he put away the idols and the work of the son of Nebat, Jeroboam, he undid. You don't read that in the Bible. You will read, and he came and then rose up a king of Judah. And this king did not do as the abominations of his father, but rather walk uprightly with the Lord as David. You'll read that over and over and over again in the Bible, in the Kings and in the Chronicles. You see what I'm saying? So this is why it's set up now. That's the order. Does that make them any less than us? Does that make them any less our brothers? Does that make them any lower on the totem pole? Hell no. It's just an order that the Most High has established. That's all. So go ahead.
It says, and I mean, when they saw that Yahweh, his power was with him.
When you see how your power is with that man, is with the brothers from the southern kingdom, the northern kingdom come and get with us. You see what I'm saying? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Point blank period. Right? So that's what time we in. Stop being scared, be courageous, understand these prophecies, get down together, reunite Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, and keep the law, statutes, commandments, and the faith. And you ain't got to worry about what the white man sitting on the roof picking nobody up. Right. You ain't got to worry about it. Because one of you is going to be able to send 1,000 of them to flight. Then it's a whole different ball game. It's a game changer when it's a multitude of crackers that's trying to come against you. You by yourself. And you by yourself can scare all of them off, let alone 2 or 3 brothers with you. When he's talking about 2 or 3 of us, 3 or 4 of us is going to sit on the rooftop and kill 300 or 400 of you. 1 or 2 of us is going to scare 1 to 10,000 of you.